Hey there, this is Anonymous T. Welcome to my backup channel, Anonymous T Podcast, where we talk about some things that we can't talk about my main channel or just some other topics that I don't get to on my main channel. In this particular video, we are talking Love Island because Love Island, the season premiere, has happened on Monday, you guys. And we're going to talk about it, and we're going to be doing double duty, you guys, because tomorrow the cast drops for Love Island USA as well, Season 6. Because Love Island USA Season 6 drops next week, right? Now, for those of you who do not live in the UK and are trying to figure out, okay, how are you watching Love Island currently, right? Well, there's some links out there that we'll talk about, right? But more importantly, what is happening is Hulu said now that there's going to be a quicker turnaround, I believe within a few days, that you guys will be able to see the latest episodes of Love Island. And I believe Dailymotion is one of the sites that uploads the episodes for Love Island. I know there's somebody on Twitch, but they like gatekeep the actual link because people end up sharing it and then it gets shut down. And I believe today they had over like 3,000 people. I know some people use IPTV and go to the ITV1 channel if they have the UK channels there. So there's a few different ways that people watch this show. But nonetheless, let's get into it, right? So today the episode was an hour and a half, was a 90-minute premiere. Maya Jama is killing it with the fashion, you guys. I mean, she is a commercial in herself. This is why the girls cannot get brand deals, because Maya Jama is just, shutting it down, literally on everybody. And they had her working tonight, you guys. It wasn't just Maya, entering at the beginning to introduce herself to the Islanders or coming in at the end for whatever twist. It was her in between as we head into commercial, as we head into, the annual prize package for a lucky fan for $50K. She's up here doing, a nice little intro to the commercial, you guys, and all these things. So they've got Maya Jama very much busy and all of the things this season, and letting you guys know that she is here to stay and that she is going to be a part of the segment one way or the other. So after we got through the extremely long introductions, and here's the thing, producers, can you guys please, for the female bombshells, if this really is no longer straight out of Compton Island, that is abundantly clear by the lack of black people in this premiere episode, nonetheless, if this is the direction you're going to go, can you stop casting women who are saying that they are in their 20s and look like they're 45 because of all the plastic surgery? And the men were not feeling it either, and we'll talk about that in a moment, because the way that they ranked the women alone, even though it was for a separate reason, the women that looked closest to the cat lady, that looked closest to one procedure away from being the cat lady, they were at the bottom, you guys. They were at the absolute bottom. And the one at the absolute bottom is rumored to also have a boyfriend, right? So therefore, it is not a good start to some of these cast members, and they all look alike, you guys, with the exception of Mimi. How can we tell apart all these brunettes? Can you make it make sense? And they all have the same fillers and plastic surgery. It is a lot, right? So they have everybody coming in like it's not separate guys and girls or whatever. It was kind of a mix of both. And after a while, I thought we were done with the introductions, and then more people kept coming in, and I was like, oh, right? And it was funny because I know a lot of people were concerned about Io when his first intro video came out before the premiere, and he said he was into brunettes, and then a lot of people had an issue because they felt, oh, he's not going to be into black women are going to be humiliated on television again, and all of the things, only for when Mimi came out, you guys, and she was stacked, and she was looking great. She was glistening and all of the things. She wore the right bathing suit. She had the right wig on and all of the things. And Io was losing his mind. Io was down bad immediately. It was reminding me so much of Shaq and how Shaq was just completely gone off of Tanya. Like there was nothing else that anybody else could do to turn his head. He was just completely in love and smitten from day one, you guys. I'm hoping that is the case with Io, but we'll see. They're going to have to get some ways to get there because the next twist that took place, so we didn't do this season the typical, hey, you know, the girls stand there and the guys basically get to choose who they prefer to be with, right? And then from there, you can have the opportunity, you know, if a bombshell comes in to take somebody else's couple or whatever, or if the girl has multiple suitors behind her, she can decide on which person she prefers to go with, right? So with that being said, that didn't happen this season. Nor did it happen this season where the fans got to do the public vote and vote for who they wanted to be in couples, right? And in none of this, you know, we're just going to pair the black people together because that's the only two black people that are in the OG cast, or none of the silliness, right? The rationale that some people come up with as to why they want to match certain people with others. The twist today was based off of the conversations and the initial first impressions that the guys and girls had of each other. They were going to utilize that as part of a ranking system, you guys. And what that ranking system was, which is so messy right off the bat, but I was here for it, was to rank the, the most to the least person that is there on that villa that is girlfriend/boyfriend material. Right? So then everybody's regurgitating or replaying back in their mind, oh, what did I say in this conversation? Did I say that I was, an F-boy? Did I say that I was a player from the Himalaya? What did I say in these conversations that is going to put me last, right? And that's what everybody is thinking. So the girls got to rank the guys first. However, they were speaking so loud that all of us across the pond could hear their conversation and all the things. So they were not subtle at all. So there was like no surprise. And so then it was funny because they said that, hey, everybody's in the right order, and then they were twisting around the entire order. I was trying to figure out what was happening. Make it make sense. There's literally a 21-year-old there talking about he's ready to settle down. So we're already here for the jokes and the foolery in itself. Nonetheless, some people were not happy with their positions, right? So the same thing happened for the women, and Mimi was ranked number one, you guys, as the most, deserving, the one that's going to be the most likely to be a good girlfriend, seems to be in a good headspace, seems to be ready for a committed relationship. And Io was beaming, you guys, except for the people who ranked the same number as the other person on the other side. That was going to be their couple, and I was here for it, you guys. I was here for it all. I saw the Mimi and Muvir agenda, although it does not look like it is going well. Nonetheless, we will talk about all of the couples that happened, right? So the least compatible that came in sixth place, that was Harriet and Syrian. And again, I think Harriet has a boyfriend, you guys. I truly do. Also, fifth place was Samantha and Sam, and I thought this was a lock to be a finalist couple, but it seems that Samantha isn't feeling him like that, right? And then next from there, the fourth place couple, we had Io and Patsy, and the way he was social distance from her on the terrace when they were getting to know each other was giving, I am just biding my time until I can get to Mimi, right? And so then the third place couple was then Ronnie and Jess, and I do not understand for the life of me, you guys, what the hype is with Ronnie, you guys. His hair alone is very much bothering me because it's like he did not care at all to, spruce up his appearance, get a nice little haircut, put some gel in there, put some hairspray, put something in there to make it look like something, but it was just looking like a disaster. And it was very like, I don't know if the girls were just attracted to him because he was older, but I didn't understand the appeal, you guys. And then the second place couple as well was Nicole and Sean, and for all intents and purposes, he's up here saying right off the bat, yeah, this person's not my type. So these people this season, I feel like it's a potential to be messy if they're going to be as blunt like this right off the bat. We don't have to deal with any, two-faced type of behavior. These people are telling each other right to their faces, I do not like you, you're not attractive enough for me, and all of the things, and it is crazy, you guys. And then, of course, number one, like I said, was Mimi and Mouvir. However, it's clear that none of these couples are happy, you guys. And it's kind of funny as a viewer to watch it because it is so awkward watching, it's funny watching how disappointed they are, but I can tell that it's also awkward for them because they're like, well, so do I have to pretend with this person now to try to stay on the show? And again, Samantha is not feeling Sam. I thought that the perfect duo, the hairstylist and all of the things like that, like this was going to be a match made in heaven. And she's not feeling it, right? But Sam's the one out of all the guys besides Io that has the most personality, that has been the most entertaining thus far. So I have no idea how this is going to work for Samantha that is going to try to get to boring Ronnie, right? But there's a few girls that are going to be fighting over Ronnie, it seems. And again, I don't see what the appeal is, you guys. And even his chat was kind of right off the bat, right? But the highlight of the episode, you guys, the highlight of tonight's episode was Io making a beeline for Mimi. And she wore the right outfit tonight, you guys. She had on this white two-piece number that was shutting it down. It was like the white, kind of like popcorn type of top and short shorts and what have you. And it was giving, you guys, it was giving. Io is down bad, and I wasn't expecting this, you guys. I was not expecting Io to move like this at all, but the moment that he pulled Mimi aside, he did not want to let her go at all. He kept telling her in 1,000 different ways how beautiful he thought she was. He was telling her in 1,000 different ways, how he is into her, how he was smitten with her the moment that he saw her. He's up here asking her what her type was, if he's her type, and all of the things. And then they cut over to Manveer, right? Because he's pissed. Because he's like, well, I think Mimi said that, I was her type, but I think she was lying to me, right? And everybody, they're making the comments like, Mimi and Io, they've been over there for a long time, right? Talking away, but that's what happens, you guys, when you have chemistry. That's what happens when you are feeling somebody. You don't care how long it takes. You want to get to know every single thing about them, even if you think it's boring, right? Because they are so taken with you that they want to be in your mix. They want to be in your aura. A few times I caught even Mimi blushing because I think she wasn't expecting Io to come on this strong this soon. And then he's up here asking her whether or not, should he just come grab her every time or what the approach is going to be. He's up here asking, can he kiss her on the first night? Like, Io, slow down, you guys. You guys have 8 weeks, right? So let's slow it down a little bit, right? But it is just hilarious. And I feel like Io and Mimi are going to end up in the hideaway, you guys. I feel like it's going to happen within these next couple of episodes because Io is down bad. Io is going through it. And the moment that these Islanders find out that the hideaway is going to be open 24/7 and you don't have to be in your couple to go, it is going to be on and popping, you guys. So I cannot wait to see who heads there first and who is heading there without their couples, because none of these couples look like they're interested in each other. None of these couples look like finalists in all of the things. And it is hilarious seeing how irritated they are with each other already. It is hilarious, you guys. And then, people are also trying to pretend to be interested in their couple, like once they notice the cameras are around. But it's so obvious by their body language that they are not feeling them, right? Where they can barely look at them, where they're socially distanced from them, where they're turned to the whole other side of them. They're supposed to be engaging in a conversation with them. So it is hilarious, right? So really the only other thing that happened once, because the introductions, you guys, those things take nearly an hour because they like to do all this extravaganza, these whole packages and all these things, and it's like, I don't care. It's like, because it's like if you already saw the intro videos and things for social media, you already kind of have an idea of who's who, right? But I get it. They have to do this for the casual fan that may not be on social media or may not be keeping up on social media. So they have to do a whole big grand thing so all of you guys can get a little bit more familiar with this cast, right? So nonetheless, Maya Jama comes back in another amazing outfit, you guys. I was here for it. It was like a crochet dress of sorts, and I was here for it, right? A crochet short dress or whatever. And it was on point. And it's just Maya continues to outshine everyone, to outfit everyone, and it is hilarious, right? It is so hilarious because anytime she comes in the room, everybody, you know, their jaws just drop, and it is hilarious. So nonetheless, with that being said, she came back, and I thought, wow, since all these couples hate each other right now, maybe she's coming back for them to say, hey, if any of you are unhappy in your couple, now is the time to switch. I was hoping for that, even though in the back of my mind, I knew this was Love Island. I knew a bombshell was coming. I thought at first it was going to be a female, but it was a male, and it was none other than Joey Essex. You guys, Joey from Essex, like, make it make sense. Make it make sense. So I don't think he's really there for love. I don't know if he's going to just vet out the people who are there to play a game. I don't know what his motive is, right? Because those of you who are not in the UK, and some Americans may know, some international fans may know, he has been on several reality TV shows since the beginning of time and has just had some very goofy and memorable sound bites that the people cannot get enough of. However, I was today years old when I was trying to figure out what the hype was, you guys, because I didn't understand it. And even right now, as I'm speaking, I still do not understand his hype. But he's already talking reckless the moment that he enters the villa, talking about these girls and all of the things. So this is going to be interesting to see how long his, you know, duration is going to be on the show, because I don't see a situation where they're going to allow him to compete for 50K, but I feel like it might be a Mitch situation where they'll basically keep him till the near end in the event that he is able to provide good content and good trauma with everyone else. Like, I feel like that's a part of the contract, right? That he's there to stir up trouble. He's there to weed out the game players versus the people who are genuinely there for love. He's going to give a few a few funny sound bites, and then the people are going to move on, right? But nonetheless, that pretty much was the premiere episode. Like I said, we'll be doing double duty with both Love Island USA and Love Island UK. So please bear with me, because we're just going to try to do it. We're just going to try to do it and make it happen. And I will, of course, be doing a reaction video to the USA cast that gets dropped tomorrow. So there is that. So those of you who are able to tune in to the premiere episode of Love Island UK Season 11, please let me know what you think of the Islanders thus far in the comments. Do you think anybody has stood out at all besides Mimi and Ayo? Do you think anybody has stood out from everyone else? Are you agitated, as many people are, with everyone practically looking like the cat lady with the exception of Mumi? And what did you guys think of them this season deciding not to have two black women as OG girls, you guys? But also choosing not to have any blonde women, which seems to be like the main thing these men are attracted to. Make it make sense. So there is that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified whenever I post new content on my platform. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.